On a cold winter night, I was alone in the old house I inherited from my grandfather, a house I hadn't visited in years because of its eerie reputation. At midnight, the electricity suddenly went out, and the room sank into a thick darkness that felt alive, clinging to the walls. I pulled out my phone to use the flashlight, but the screen stayed black, even though the battery had been full just minutes earlier. Then I heard a soft knock on the inner door. Slow, steady knocks, as if someone were counting my breaths. I told myself it was just my imagination, but the knocking came again, louder this time, accompanied by a low whisper saying my name. I froze. That door led to my grandfather's room, which had been locked since his death. I suddenly remembered his warning: never open this room after midnight. I tried to ignore the sound, but the handle slowly began to turn from the inside, as if something was trying to get out. I stepped back, then another step as the whispers grew clearer. You finally came back, I missed you. I ran to the main door to escape, but it was tightly shut, and the key I had left on the table was gone. When I turned around, a pale light was seeping from under my grandfather's door, even though the power was still out. I moved closer without meaning to, as if some unseen force was pulling me. When I touched the handle, an icy chill shot through my veins, but the door opened easily. Inside, everything was exactly as my grandfather had left it, except for the large mirror in the corner. It reflected the room as empty, without me in it. I stepped forward slowly, and in the mirror I saw a tall, thin shadow standing behind me. But when I turned around, no one was there. The shadow returned in the mirror, closer now, and I heard its voice directly inside my head. "I've been waiting for you to take my place." I tried to scream, but my voice vanished. My hand was pulled toward the mirror, its surface turning soft like water. My reflection smiled a smile that wasn't mine, and then a dark hand emerged from it and grabbed my shoulder. In that final moment, I realized the horrifying truth. My grandfather hadn't died. He had disappeared into the mirror, waiting for someone else to replace him. Just before I was dragged in, I heard one last whisper: "Now, it's your turn." Then silence fell. The electricity returned, and the mirror reflected the room as empty, as if I had never been there at all.